Welcome students. Today we are going to discuss CodeVita contest problems, part 17. Start with the first problem. Problem title is minimum bottles. At the problem statement, a milkman serves milk in packaged in bottles of varied sizes. The possible size of the bottles are 1, 5, 7 and 10 liters. He wants to supply desired quantity using as less as possible irrespective of the size. Your objective is to help him find the number of bottles required to supply the given demand of milk. So you have to use minimum number of bottles to supply given demand of milk. Input format will be first line contains number of test cases n, next n lines each contain a positive integer L which corresponds to the demand of milk. Output format for each output Li print the minimum number of bottles required to fulfill the demand. Okay, from there is constraint n is ranging from 1 to 1000, Li greater than 0 and I is ranging from 1 to n. Here they mentioned the test cases. So this is number of test cases. This one is the demand of milk. For filling up the demand of the milk 17 liters, we need 2 bottles, that is 10 liter and 7 liters bottle, 2 bottles needed. For filling up the demand of milk 65, we need 6 10 liter bottle and 1 5 liter bottle, totally 7. Okay, so they are given the denominations here 1 5 7 10, so it is easy for you. I explained these things. For demand of milk 65 liters, we need minimum 7 bottles, that is 6 into 10 and 1 into 5. Here we can for implementation we can include the header file and get the number of test cases which is stored in n. So we need to get a number of test cases now. Just to use while n greater than 0 at the end of the loop. You can every time you have to decrement it, don't forget that, and just get a demand of milk and store into L. Initially make count, that is count number of bottles equal to 0, that is b equal to 0. Here inside the while loop, there is external loop for test case, receiving test cases, and internal loop for finding the minimum number of bottles needed to fulfill the requirements. First, in while loop, just check L greater than 0 until L, that is L reaches 0. We need to iterate it. First, just count bottle equal to bottle plus 1, that is b plus plus. If L greater than G or equal to 0 means we can subtract by 10. If L greater than or equal to 7 means we can subtract by 7. If L greater than or equal to 5 means you can subtract L by L 5. Otherwise we can decrement L equal to L minus 1. That is, order is important. In descending order only we have to use, because we are processing, we are aiming to find the minimum number of bottles required to fulfill the requirements. So start from descending order, that's 10 7 5 1. Okay, when L reaches 0 means it will come out of the loop and print the number of bottles, minimum number of bottles needed. Okay, for the example, first example 17 liter, what it means, just set L equal to 17. It will come into the while loop. Now 17 greater than 0, 0 only, no? So it will enter into the loop. It will increment the count. Now b, initially b equal to 0, now b equal to 1. Check L greater than or equal to 10. So 17 greater than or equal to 10 only. just subtract it. Now L resulted to what? 7. Okay, it will not enter into the loop because this else if loop. This is if later. At every point of time, only one condition will execute. These conditions never execute. Now it again goes to another loop. It will check. There is another iteration. It check L greater than or equal to 0. Now L equal to 7 only. L equal to 7 only. 7 greater than or equal to greater than 0 only. So it will enter into the loop. It will increment bar equal to 2. It will check L greater than or equal to 10. So 7 is not greater than or equal to 10. So this condition will not work. So else if condition works. Now check L greater than or equal to 7. L is greater than or equal to 7 only. So we just subtract it. So now L becomes 0. Okay. Now it will continue on next iteration. Now L will be 0. The 0 is not greater than 0. 0 is equal to 0. So it will come out of the loop and print B equal to 2. That's all. It's a very easy problem. We start with the second problem. The second problem title is Save It. I read the problem statement. By nature, an average Indian believes in saving money. Some reports suggest that an average Indian manages to save approximately 30% of his salary. Dhaniram is one such hardworking fellow with a view of future expenses. Dhaniram resolves to save a certain amount in order to meet his cash flow demands in the future. Consider the following example. Dhaniram wants to buy a TV. He needs to pay 2000 per month for 12 installments to own the TV. If let's say he gets 4% interest per annum on his savings bank account, then Dhaniram will need to deposit certain amount of money in the bank today, such that he is able to withdraw 2000 per month for the next 12 months without requiring any additional deposit throughout. Okay, so your task is to find out how much the Dhaniram should deposit today so that he get assured cash flows for a fixed time period in the future. Okay, given rate of interest at which his money will grow during this period. So we need to find out or figure out how much Dhaniram should deposit today so that he gets assured cash flows for a fixed period in the future, given rate of interest and which his money will grow during this period. So the input format will be the first line contains the desired cash flow. Okay, what amount of money he has, we need to get every month. That second line contains period in months denoted by T, and third line contains the rates per annum expressed in percentage at which deposit amount will grow. So output format will be the total amount of money to be deposited now round up to the nearest number. So we need to forecast how much amount of money that is to be deposited to get fixed amount of money every year. So for a given input, this is a constraint m greater than 0, t greater than 0, r greater than or equal to 0. For a given integer, that is 500 say m cash flow, and 3 is a period, that is 3 is a period, and r is a rates per annum. Okay, so the output will be 1470. This is very easy problem. Just include the header file and declare 3 variables for cash flow m, period, and rate for interest, and create another float variable s comma b. So just store result into C, which is an integer. This input, get a input from the user. And we use this formula to find B. Okay. The formula is 1200. 1200 means 2 is 12 months. For 12 is 12 months. Okay, that is a year. And 100 is a 100% amount. Okay. plus R is a rate per annum which is given by the user, and P is a period which is separated by 1, because we are already having the rates per month. This rates per month, this duration into rate of interest. Okay, just separate by 1. So by using this B value, we can calculate how much amount that is to be invested to get a fixed amount by using the formula M. M is a cash flow and P is a period, 1200 divided by B. So finally, you will get what amount of money that is to be deposited. Okay, so this value may be floating point value. It should be rounded up to the integer by using type conversion, and we just print the data. Okay, so the demo. I enter 312. So 1470 that is to be invested. This is the answer given here. This is very easy problem. And another code discussed previously. This one. This one. Bottles, minimum number of bottles needed. Number of discussed 17. 20 means two bottles needed. Then 65 means 1 bottles needed. Thank you. We will meet in the next class.